Hi kittens, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Blue, and today I'm a pretty girl who loves to have a little crush. Having a crush is so fun, and I think it's like the epitome of girlhood, because after you come back from like a date or like a little interaction with your crush, your heart's bumping, you got butterflies in your stomach, and then the debrief, the debrief is amazing. But you know what's not always fun? The hookup. I asked y'all on my Instagram to tell me your worst hookup stories, and y'all delivered. And I have not seen any of these, so let's look at them together. And just as a FYI, I will be changing the words or pronouncing them a little differently because a girl doesn't want to get clocked by YouTube. So with that being said, let's read some of your dating stories. Not even sure how to tell this story, TBH, but here it is. The infamous, the terrifying, the marble biting. Okay, a little dramatic intro. I'm loving this right now. Another dating app poll. The day before I found out, he was sure. Like 5'5" sure. Ooh. The fact that he's 5'5" and marble biting is truly like nursing a grown man is crazy. So I wore flats and I think I was still bigger than him. First red flag. Here's the thing. If you're meeting someone off of the dating app and they're saying their height is 6 foot, you gotta knock off 3 inches because girl, they are lying. 100% they are always lying. So Miss Girl, I'm sure that he probably said he was like 5'7" or 5'8". Knock it off, he is 5'5". We went on a date, nothing too noticeable. Not noticeable. We went on a date, nothing too notable, like driving around Laguna. Of course, ended up back at his place. His mother's. Ooh, see, I already get really awkward having to say my highs and byes out of like a sneaky links place with their roommates because I know I'm never gonna see them again. And the interaction is always just like kind of awkward. You're like sharing space. But like a mother under her roof? I don't know. This story isn't as interesting as the outcome, but he was uncomfortable. Oh wait, hookup. There we go. Was uncomfortable. Like being at the orthodontist. What? If somebody said my hookups felt like an orthodontist, I think I would jump off my balcony. Like what does that even mean? Oh, wait. Teeth? Dentist? Orthodontist? Orthodontist? Is teeth, right? Wait, let me Google this. I actually don't know what an orthodontist is. Orthodontist. Yeah, braces. Oh, ooh, braces? Yeah, I would jump off the balcony for that one. That's crazy. Moral of the story, speak up, LOL. Seriously, because he was a biter. I laid there hoping I'd walk out with my life and my marbles. The next day I showered and was scared to check if they were still intact. Finally got over the fear and the marbles were still there, thank goodness. But they were entirely scabbed over. Marks in places there shouldn't be marks. Kitty was busted! He literally ate. Walking her, brought her, teeth scratched everything. I'm like feeling for you. Oh my god, I hate that. I didn't care where he learned that, but I hope he unlearned it. That ghosted him, terrifying occurrence. Speak up, girlies. OMG for yourself and for the next person. Yeah, like I can see how that's really uncomfortable, but like at the same time, communication's important. And I think for their benefit to become better in the bedroom, you gotta speak up. You're doing him a favor. That's how you should be thinking about it. It's a growth opportunity for them. Like, why am I being put through a very uncomfortable position when I could just be like, ouchie. No. You know what I mean? Hooked up in a church parking lot on a busy ass road and now we're married. So stoked this is private and anonymous. You know what? I love that for you. Y'all are married. At the end of the day, you got more than your parents' blessings. So not me, but one time I heard a loud crashing noises like somebody was being thrown around in my roommate's room and I thought maybe they're playing Uno. It was Freaky X.
Wait, is this f***ing play about us?
Okay. This is slight shade because this is actually, I'm exposing myself. I don't even care. This is my old roommate talking about me. You know what? At least y'all know I'm not having vanilla boring ex. So I'm gonna expose myself for that one. That was me, guilty as charged. And yes, my roommate wholesomely believed we were playing Uno. And yes, I was being thrown around. Anyway. So I ended up dating this guy who's like a popular cosplayer / local influencer in my city. Ooh. I already hate this. This one is gonna hit. I already know. He makes anime/cosplay related videos on Instagram and he has a decent following. Most people in his area and active in the hobby. Wait, I don't know why I read it like this. Most people in the area and active in the hobby know of him, even though he's not like a real influencer. He's actually pretty hot despite the geekiness. Okay, girl, where is the story? Okay, you know what? The context is important. Okay. I think the combination of both is what made him so popular. It certainly worked on me, at least. All right. So I was like really into him for our initial time together. His birthday comes up in about 2 to 3 weeks into the relationship. Oh, so y'all are dating. That's pretty serious. Birthday gifts, that's pretty serious. Dating. Relationship? You said relationship. As we're planning it, becomes apparent that we're both interested in getting intimate for the first time then. Okay. He's really excited and making a big deal about what a special night it's gonna be. Ooh, I don't know. I think that's kind of an ick. Like, imagine them getting imagine them getting really like giddy and like, I don't know, am I being mean? I don't know. I guess get really excited, but making a really big deal about what a special night is gonna be is giving ick for me. Actually, I'd probably get really giddy if I saw I was getting all this. So, expecting a cute and private date at his place, birthday dinner, and whatever. He has plans with his friends, but tells me to come over later in the evening. Okay. So I pull up later in the evening and all his friends are still there. I think that maybe I'm early or they just lost track of time, but it turns out they're supposed to be there. This is just his birthday party. And you weren't invited? There's like 6 other people there. All of them are guys and all of them are much more visibly anime fans, let's say. And I'm an anime fan too. I'm used to it. No shades to these guys, but why are they here? This entire party is literally just this group of guys sitting around the TV watching a recording of some MTV Video Game Awards from the 2000s. Bruh. I'm just sitting with my boyfriend while him and his friends are laughing about the dated humor and makes weird jokes about what is and what isn't gonna win. Cause it's an award show. I understand. I still think we're gonna have some nice intimate time together once everyone leaves, so I'm pushing through. Oh, my soldier girl. I would have fucking left. After about 45 minutes, he pulls me into another room to talk. I legit think it's to talk at first, but nope. He's ready to have her first time at the stupid birthday party while his nerdy friend's laughter is still in earshot. Ooh, I expressed my annoyance, but y'all, this man did some serious work on me. 0 red flags until this very night had me so down bad. So he we listen and we don't judge. So he convinced me and we did it in this musty little bedroom. The play was alright. He's a good kisser and we were actually feeling each other up nicely. Actual ex? This man did not know his way around a kitty cat. And he did not last long. Been there, done that, horrible. And then you're just sat there because girl, you waited 45 minutes with his nasty ass, crusty, smelly friends and you didn't even get your own. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm kind of disappointed that our first time was so unmagical, but also kind of relieved that we were not going to be gone for too long. So I started getting ready to head back out and he stops me. He talks about how embarrassed he is and I reassure him, but he goes, no, I don't want them to know it was so short. So here's the thing. I have always preached this, but men love men and men hate women. Like this man really did not give a about how you felt in that situation and how you were not getting your kitty cat wet. And all he cares about is how he looks in front of his guy friends. I already know he's gonna play it up to the guys being like, yeah, I'm that guy, I'm him. But like in reality, girl, you need a map to find my little bean?
Oh. All right.
Guess he spent all night bragging to his friends about how we were gonna do it and wanted them all in the room so he could show off to them directly. Ew! That is disgusting. Jail time, guillotine, off with his head. Both of them actually. I honestly should have just stormed out and humiliated his ass, but I'm still fighting a war within my down badness. Yeah. So we just sit in there for like 20 minutes, silently staring at our phones. Oh, and when we finally step out, it's just back to watching those stupid old Game Awards all night with the added knowing stares and smirks of all his friends. It took me a few days to fully come to my senses, but boy, did that kill all the magic in that relationship, so I ended things in less than a week. Period. At least you didn't just stand around, you know? At least you ended that, because ugh. And you know how he... Oh my god, sorry, I kept reading. And you know how he does cosplay posting? Like 6 months after we broke up, he uploaded a skit to Instagram where he and his friends were dressed up as Mario characters, and they did a bit where Princess Peach wanted to pull him aside 4X in the middle of Mario Party. Very clearly based off that night and making it seem like I'm the one who wanted to do all that. Most of my friends have already heard the story and nobody else seems to be making the connection to me. But girl, it still pissed me off. So that's my story, never trusting a geek again. Everybody wants a nerd, right? Everyone's like, oh my god, but the nerd wouldn't ever do this to me. The nerd wouldn't do that. But you know what the nerd can't make you do? Arrive at your destination. I take what I said back. Sometimes nerds, I'ma say it, sometimes they're right. However, problem is that you picked a relatively attractive one who kind of got his ego boosted and has all these nerdy little guy friends who probably somewhat idolize him because he do have a little following and that ego probably got to him. But I am really sorry. I'm really sorry that you were down bad for this narcissist. I went to a club one night last year. I saw this guy while I was there who looked hot. I ended up talking to him and we hung out and we started to kiss. My head was in the clouds. After messily falling in love with this guy, okay? He invited me to his house. When we were driving, I started to feel like the drive was becoming very long and that it shouldn't take this long to get to his house. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, but I was still enjoying my time with this guy and I didn't want to leave. Once I got to his house, I slept over and everything was somewhat normal between the two of us. Okay, so nothing happened. The next morning, I asked him if he could drive me back to his house. Wait, what? The next morning, I asked him if he could drive me back to, I assume, your house because you are at his house. Correct? Correct. And he said no? No? Oh, I'm scared. He said I had to stay with him and I couldn't leave that day because he wanted to go out with me again. Bruh. Oh my god, not you actually being kidnapped. That's crazy. I started getting really pissed at him because I wanted to go home and I didn't want to be at his house. Respectfully so. I then started to cry out of fear of not being able to return. Oh my god, yeah. And then he started to gaslight me into thinking that I was being overly emotional. I ended up running out of his house without any, not without any punching and being thrown. Let me keep reading. Ran to the next block, called my friends to come and get me from the streets. That's when I realized this guy took me into a sketchy neighborhood 2 hours away from my house. Oh my god! First of all, I'm glad you're okay. Second of all, what a psycho. Third of all, I'm glad that you got out of there seemingly unscathed because, oh my god, I feel like that could have... First of all, that did turn out really bad, but it definitely could have been worse. And the fact that he kidnapped you and wanted you to go out with him against your free will is insane. That is very concerning. I am very glad you are okay. Ew, men are fucking weird. Men are fucking weird. They have the fucking audacity and then they try to act like they don't know why women don't like them. Because you do shit like this. Like, be a normal human being? Hello? Ew! Short backstory, I'm tall but a bit on the bigger side. Okay, you're filling out your places in all the right area. And I have very low self-esteem and the only part of me I'm very confident in are my hazel eyes and my height. I asked a childhood friend of mine out for the first time about 10 or so years ago to the movies and a dinner after. Okay, but good for you to get out of your bubble. I'm sure that was really scary for you, especially if you've crushed on this friend for like 10 years. Oh wait. No, this was 10 years ago. But either way, good for you. It's very scary to shoot your shot and you did it and I'm proud of you. My mom dropped me off at the movie theater and I waited about 30 minutes playing Pac-Man and the skill crane. What's the skill crane? Is that like a claw machine? Whatever, not important. She never showed up. I eventually just saw 22 Jump Street, the movie we were supposed to see, by myself, and I was laughing so hard, but sad because it was a horrible first experience. Didn't go to dinner and just ordered a cheese pizza for me that night. To this day, I still haven't gone on a date because of the fear of rejection and being stood up. It is what it is, I guess. Definitely not my most kitty purr moment. No. That was your moment because you mustered up the courage to ask out a childhood friend of yours on a date because you liked them and they stood you up. That was their fault. That is on them. That was not their kitty purr moment. Not you, babes. Not you at all. I completely understand that this was a very traumatizing experience for you. You mustered all this courage to go on this date, to ask someone out, and they completely stood you up. However, the only person you are robbing from great experiences is yourself. And I don't know you personally. However, I could tell just from, I'm sure you got ready. I'm sure you were so excited. You waited 30 minutes. You still watched the movie. You didn't give up on yourself. It was her loss. It was her loss. And let's be real, you don't want someone who can't communicate or just ghost you, especially if they're a friend of yours. That is not a good friend. So how I see it, bullet dodge, good riddance, goodbye. But please invest some of that courage onto yourself and go on a date. Who knows? I strongly believe you actually learn more about yourself when you're dating because you learn what you like, what you don't like. And of course, rejection is hard. No one likes rejection. But in this situation, it's her fault. This is nothing to do with you. It is not a reflection of who you are. It is a reflection of who she is. So I hope you can muster up some courage, maybe go on a little date. And it doesn't have to be anything serious. It could just be some casual dating, meeting up with someone for a little cup of coffee or something. But I really do hope that you put yourself out there because this should not reflect your dating life. And you know what? Karma's gonna get her ass. They mentioned who they are, so I know who this person is, but obviously for their privacy, I will not be sharing it. But girl, I don't know what you're about to tell me and I'm excited and scared. I'm gonna give you one from high school. This might be TMI, but whatever. So obviously I was new to having ex, right? So you hear about micro eggplants and I didn't think anything of it. This fine ass Latino man was trying to hang out, whatever. So I snuck out to sleep over there with him. Ooh, that's risque in high school, sneaking out. That's crazy. My mom would have beat my ass. We get to kissing and all that, and I wasn't looking at his package because young, inexperienced, etc. But when it comes time for him to put it in, I was like, wait, is it in? Oh no! That's, oh my god, that's so awkward. He was like, yeah, and then it hits me. I literally couldn't feel a fucking oh man, I get a different kind of joy when a man's ego and pride is shattered. Like, okay, actually, let me take it back a little bit. He can't control this. It's not his fault. Something that he's gonna have to deal with for the rest of his life, but damn. In my mind, I thought, I know I didn't just waste the body on you know what, girl? It doesn't count. It actually resets. It was so bad it actually subtracted some. So it was kind of like PEMDAS where you like cancel out. Yeah, this canceled out for it. So don't even worry about that. Moral of the story, he tried to say oh, you know what? Now I don't feel bad. I take everything back. You and your tiny little schlong. Actually, I can't even call it a schlong. I'm gonna call it to cover up the embarrassment of his micro eggplant. The end. Love you. Love you too. Yeah, you know what? I don't feel bad. This is exactly what happens when I try to give men the benefit of the doubt. I'm still not surprised. You know what? At the end of the day, with all your next relationships and all your hookups and blah blah blah, that you got the tight grippy 6,000 slush water slide water park wee kitty cootie. He's gonna have the little tiny violin from SpongeBob. So one time I was on Grindr as a gay man that I am. Well, yes. Fork found in kitchen. And I found this guy who was a little older, but he was kind of cute. So I was like, sure, why not? Well, I drive to his house and first things first, the photo was like 20 years ago. Ooh. I don't know why people do that because at the end of the day, when you meet up, you don't think I'm gonna be like, no, you look a little marinated. Like, what do you mean? And second, he was literally acting so strange and not speaking up. I was kind of a people pleaser at the time and I went through the motion. However, he opened the door to his house and I noticed a tripod aimed at the bed. Ugh, I'm not liking this. So I was like, okay, so he makes adult content, whatevs. I go to the restroom and come back into the room and he's naked on the bed and I noticed 4 cameras? Excuse me? And this was not talked about. This was not communicated. This was just on the fly. He just did this. Girl. And I was like, bruh, I'm not making content for free, huh? Anyway, at that point, I was like, I need to get out of the situation. Good on you, because that's scary. And again, not for free. If people are paying up, then that's a different story. But for free, no. So I had to take a call and put my best acting skills on, and my sister was somehow in a car accident. Honestly, that was a bad choice of words, as my sister literally wrecked my car a few months later. But I guess that's karma for you. So yeah, that's my story. First of all, is your sister okay? Hope she's okay. I assume she's okay. Second of all, oh my God, imagine you're like in a room and you're about to do your thing and then it's like the Big Brother house and there's cameras all around you. Like, excuse me? Anyway, kittens, I think that was the last story, but if you do want to hear more, because girl, y'all delivered, please let me know in the comments below, and I will happily make a part 2, part 3, part 4 of the series, because y'all, some of these stories were just about to get juicy. So let me know, but I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the juiciest little things, but I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!